Yo, what's up, Leo? Welcome to monthly forecast for the month of March 2018. Leo, a lot of important astrology happening this month. We've got two full moons again, so this just happened. So there was already two full moons back in January, but now we're having it happen again. So this is going to be the second blue moon of this year. The first one was the super blue blood moon. And now we're having another blue moon here in March 2018. It's pretty rare because the next time there's going to be two blue moons in 1 year, it's going to be 19 years from now. So there's something really important about these full moons that have been happening and that are going to happen in March of 2018. And then we also have Jupiter, which is going to be going retrograde on March 8th, and it's going to retrograde until July 10th. And this one has to do with your home and your family situation. I'll get more into that later. And also we have Mercury, which is going retrograde on March 22nd. It's going to retrograde till mid-April. And that one has to do with faraway places. For you, it has to do with faraway places, foreign culture, spirituality. I'll talk about that more later in the forecast. But the sun is going to be in an area for you, Leo, throughout the month of March 2018 that has to do with your shared resources. It has to do with joint financial ventures. It has to do with investments. It has to do with your sex life, business deals, contracts, negotiations. So any of the aforementioned, where the sun is currently, there's a lot of stuff that falls under this area of the sky for you, Leo. So any of the things that I just mentioned could be highlighted throughout the first 3 weeks of March 2018 in your life. And the sun's going to shift on March 20th, and it's going to shift into an area that has to do with faraway places, it has to do with foreign cultures, it has to do with spirituality. Obviously, following March 20th, obviously not all Leos are looking to go somewhere far away after March 20th, but if you are, then this influence would suggest that it's a good time to do so. Following March 20th, others of you, there might be some sort of focus in your life regarding somebody who's from some sort of prominent. Do you have somebody in your life who has some sort of prominent heritage, or is there somebody in your life who, is like a spiritual figure potentially? So those are the main themes for you, Leo, for the month of March 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological influences that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat on March 1st, there's a full moon in an area of the sky that has to do with your money situation. So when I see a full moon happen in this area, it can resonate in a couple different ways. Some Leos following the full moon on March 1st. Some Leos might get a payout. That's awesome. I hope that you do. So sometime following that full moon on March 1st, you could expect maybe some money's going to come in potentially for some of you. If not, or some kind of development regarding your money. So if you're not actually getting a payout, then there's going to be some kind of development. And like I said, that's the flip side of this situation, because I've seen these full moons, this particular full moon, it either resonates as a payout for some, and for the others, it might resonate as an unexpected expense. So hopefully that's not the case for you, but there is going to be some development regarding your money, or potentially this might have to do with the area where you earn your money. And that's going to happen sometime following March 1st, that full moon on March 1st. On March 4th, Mercury and Venus are aligning in the same area of the sky. And for you, this has to do with your shared resources. This has to do with your business deals, contracts, or negotiations, potentially for some of you. For others of you, this has to do with your sex life. So you have Venus there, which is more romantic, and then you have Mercury, which is communication, but then it's in this area that has to do with sex, so there's an erotic element there too. So this is a great day if you're single to flirt it up with somebody. Who do you have your eye on, Leo? Take a chance. I mean, Leo, you are bold. You're the sign of the lion, so there's no one that's more bold than you. Just go right up to whoever you're attracted to and initiate a conversation. So I think, you're going to have a lot of success if you make a move. It's, you have to initiate, Leo. You are a leader. L for Leo, L for leader. For others of you, this is a romantic connection, maybe with someone who you share your resources with potentially. Or potentially others of you might see a development of some sort regarding a contract, but that's a very specific things. But some of you might see a development regarding a contract or an investment of some sort right around March 4th. On March 8th, now we have Jupiter is going to go retrograde. And it's in this area for you that has to do with your home life or your family situation. It's not going to move forward until July 10th. So if you're trying to make progress in something that has to do, maybe there's an ongoing family situation, or maybe there's something that you want to get done around the house, or potentially for a very select few of you, this might have to do with property. I mean, Jupiter being in this area is really good for those of you who are looking to buy property. Obviously, not all of you are, but if you are, Jupiter in this area is great for that. But with Jupiter retrograde, potentially there's a holdup, there's a delay. Retrogrades where the planet looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. What does that mean astrologically? Well, potentially a delay if you're trying to buy property, or whatever you're trying to accomplish in your home or your family life, it might be held up a little bit. You might have to wait until following July 10th to see progress with it. On March 11th, Mars is aspecting Uranus. And Mars is in this area that has to do with true love, and Mars is more impetuous. It's like one's instant gratification. So some of you might feel impetuously attracted to someone who has true love potential right around March 11th. Now, very specifically, some Leos might be attracted to somebody who's in a faraway place potentially right around March 11th. That's very specific. Obviously, not all of you are. Others of you, maybe you know somebody local who has a prominent heritage of some sort. You might have some impetuous attraction for them. And for very select few of you, potentially you have somebody in your life who's sort of spiritual. So this person might be your true love potentially. I'm not saying definitely, but for some of you, yes. On March 13th, the Sun will positively aspect to Jupiter. This highlights something that's developing in your life regarding a shared resource situation, like a combining of your assets of some sort, or if that's not the case, eventually down the line, this is about somebody who you're going to combine your assets with. This has to do with your home life and somebody involved in that. So I feel like this is somebody who is eventually going to come into your life, who things are going to go well with this person. This is going to be somebody who you end up sharing your resources with. They're going to be part of your home life situation. Remember that Jupiter is retrograding on March 13th, so you might be getting a glimpse of this right around March 13th, but it's not actually manifesting completely yet. On March 17th, there's a new moon in this area for you that has to do with shared resources, shared finances, business partnerships, deals, contracts, negotiations. This area is there's a huge emphasis on this area this month, Leo, for you. And some of you might have an important contract or investment coming down the pike, and that's pretty specific, but some of you definitely do. So it's going to hit on March 17th. The 6 months that follow March, that's how a new moon works. The 6 months that follow March 17th, new developments regarding a shared resource situation in your life. Something that has to do with an investment. For a few of you, it may have to do with a contract of some sort. For one group of you, this might have to do with someone new coming into your life. It's more of an erotic situation, potentially. This area highlights the erotic. So, you might be more sexually active with somebody in the 6 months that follow March 17th. On March 22nd, Mercury is going to go retrograde, and it's retrograding in an area that has to do with faraway place. For you, this area has to do with faraway places, foreign culture, spirituality. So this is a great time for... I'm not saying all of you are. Once again, here's a very specific scenario, but if you do want to revisit a place that you've been to before, that's a faraway destination, between March 22nd and April 15th, while Mercury's retrograding, or right around that time, that's a great time to do so. If you are traveling, just double check everything, double check your itinerary, because Mercury retrograde, looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. What does that mean astrologically? Well, Mercury retrograde causes communication blips, errors, delays. Some of you might get delayed with travel or some sort right around that time. Not saying it's definitely going to happen, but some of you may get some kind of hang up there. Others of you potentially interested in a spiritual subject, R for retrograde, R for review. You might be reviewing something spiritual, trying to understand it. Do you have anybody in your life who can help you understand this better? You might see that right between when Mercury is retrograding, between March 22nd and April 15th. And on March 25th, Venus will aspect Jupiter. And I see this as like, some of you have a home life where you don't have so much freedom, and that's obviously not the case for all of you, but if you are a Leo that doesn't have much freedom due to your home life situation, well, this aspect on March 25th between Venus and retrograding Jupiter would suggest some adjustments can be made, or a change of direction or of some sort, to allow you to have more freedom in your life. More specifically, others of you might see something about a faraway place, foreign culture, or spirituality right around March 25th. On March 31st, there's a full moon. This one has to do with communication, so writing, texting, speaking, emails, higher frequency of any of the things that I just mentioned following the full moon on March 31st in your life. This is following March 31st, the full moon. This is a great time for you to learn something, Leo. So if there's anything that you're interested in learning about, following the full moon on March 31st will help you to do so. Only a select few of you may be teaching. If you're looking to buy a car, this is a great influence for that. Or there might be some development regarding cars or short distance trips or your local community. That's all I have for you this month, Leo. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram, Gregory Furlan Astrology. I post daily astrology there. Check it out. Make sure to give me a follow there. Thank you. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.